So, if you guys brought with our stuff, for you remember the AN600 cooler? This is the fan that was found in it, but we are introducing him as the retail product now. So this is the FT12 Slim, and this is the FT9 Slim, the 92 millimeter version of it. As you remember, it has the whole three-phase, six-slot, six-pole motors. So nothing new really. It's just the retail version of the fan. But these are the newer ones that are coming out. It's the regular profile 120 millimeter and 140 millimeter. It will both come in black and white. And as you can tell, the motors have been upgraded for these models. There is 12 slots and 10 poles in these in the resin ring for the magnet here. So you will notice that it completely reduced vibration when it picks up the magnet. You know, it doesn't have to really far flip. There's pretty much almost no gaps between it. So really smooth vibration is spinning. It'll go up to 2150 RPM for the 12s and 1650 for the 140s. Otherwise, you can actually see that the CFMs are rated kind of at 79 CFM for these, and the static pressure 4.2, and I believe it's 3.6 on the 140 millimeter fans. But yeah, you know, like if you were with us at Computex and all that, everyone always has to be comparing this to the whole Iron Man look of the arc reactor, and it seems like a lot of people really enjoy the look for these.
Yeah, we really enjoy the look of the clear glass and seeing how it works inside, and you can see if it's dirty or not.
Right? It really shows the quality of the fan, but that's something that you never really see because it's usually covered up. Yeah. And for these two fans, there is a little switch on the side hub. It's very small, so you probably using the tip of a screwdriver around, but you can't turn off the LEDs for these if you didn't really want to look. But it looks really nice with the LEDs on, so I'm not sure why many people will want to turn it off or not. Okay, so moving on. You know our Assassin 4s. These are the 4S. It is a single fan configuration of the Assassin 4, but not only that, there has been slight upgrades to the fan blades. So it is the same motor as before, but if you notice that the previous fans, they were more flatter. There was like 9 blades, and they changed it to be wider blades, a little thicker, a little bit better air pressure, and with the roundness of it, the sound profile actually goes down a little, so it's a little quieter. A thing to note is that the Assassin 4 will also get these fans in the near future, but you know, current floating inventory does have the older fans right now. But yeah, so
when is it coming out?
this one should be very soon, very, very soon actually. So just as a note, everything here is Q1. The only one that might be Q2 is one of the liquid coolers down there. We'll discuss it a little later when we get down there. But all the other features that you know about the Assassin 4, the same with it. So the sound, noise thing, everything. So this is our introduction to this ITX cases, the CH160 and the CH160 digital. Technically, the frame body is the same, but there's a lot of differences that pretty much make them different cases here. As you can see from here, I could just go over the differences real quick. This one comes with the handle, tempered glass panel, and obviously it has the feet on the bottom. It also can only support a 120 millimeter AO in the rear. But with the digital version, since it has a mesh side panel, no handle, and it has a digital base that shows CPU, GPU, and PSU information, all in that row right there. But like I mentioned, since it does have a mesh panel, you are able to mount a 240 millimeter AIO in here. And going over it, it's not really the A4 configuration where everything's compressed in there in different ways where it's stacked on each other. So the way it's built, you can actually insert the GPU directly into the motherboard, as you see here. It can go up to 305 millimeters and 3-slot cards. So that's pretty much a 4090 Founders Edition will work here. If we're talking AIB partners, you're probably going to be more closer to the 4070 Ti in fitment. PSU-wise, you can put an SFX or ATX up to 140 millimeters in length. And as you can see, there's an Assassin 4 in here, so there's a lot of room for air cooling.
But putting SFX will allow you to have like a bigger AIO core, or there's
No, you can still do that.
No trade-offs.
Not for this one, because the SFX you see right there, it's mounted to the front of it, and same thing here. But if you put the ATX, it'll be mounted here instead, so it does take up more room. But yeah, you can't put the 240 here because the 240 would have to mount here, and since there's a tempered glass on here, it's not going to work. But for here, it will. For this one that's inverted.
Digital, there won't be any window.
No.
It's only this version, probably black and white.
Yes.
And on this one, it's
Black and white as well. But
window.
it'll have that.
No mesh.
Yeah, there's no bash. It'll just be the window, handle, and the feet on this one. You know our CH560 cases? These are the CH360s. It's the MTX versions of the CH560, so it comes with the digital and the non-digital. Most of the features are the same. You will also notice that it still could fit a 4080 Strix card in there, so that's still a lot of clearance room. The only real difference is if you front mount a 360 AIO, which you can in this case, the GPU length is, you have to give it a little bit shorter in that range because the GPU is quite large for this MTX case. But it will fit in there. You can put 240 and 280 AOs on top as well on it. But most of the things you know about the CH560 is here, present here. It'll come with two 140mm fans in the front and one 120 in the rear. But as you know, if you can put 360 in the front, you can put three 120s in the front if you wanted to. But most of everything else that you know from it, it's pretty much the same for the CH560 with the 360.
All of these come in Q1.
All Q1. Moving on. Here, let me make sure this one is on. Okay, so let me come over here. So these are our first intro into the LCD AIOs. You know how everyone really wants these LCD coolers now. This is the Mystique line. The true flagship is actually the Plus, but this is also part of the Mystique family as well. So Mystique, the regular Mystique will come in 240 or 360. And the screen is actually, I believe it's 2.8 inches, an IPS screen. The resolution is 640 by 480. And for orientation-wise, it's actually ran by gyroscopic. As long as you have it enabled in the software, its gyroscopic will adjust depending on where you're positioning it. So you don't have to worry about adjusting it yourself. As you can see, the fans on here are the FT12 SEs. Pretty much similar to that, but obviously there's no window for it. Any of the ones that we'll be using in the Mystique line that we'll be using currently, we'll be using 120 fans, we'll be using that one. But obviously with the 420, you will be getting the full retail version of the FT12s. 14s over there.
With the window.
Yes. So you can see right here. The thing is, you can see we do have our own software suite for this, and you can see it. It's basically a lot of like the data that you can see here, computer specs right there as well. Then once you go in here, you can see the cooler, and you can come in here. So you can see this where you can change the brightness. You can turn on and off the gyroscopics if you want. RGB sync to motherboard, and right now there's also the temperature warning. You know, where it gets above 100, it'll turn red. 90 to 100 will be orange, and below that the ARGB accents would be right here. It'll be green. So there's a lot of little options you can hear. So you can see right here, you can choose CPU, frequency, time, what you want to show on the screen, and you can choose a lot of little things to make what you want to see on there. There's also some of them actually have options where you could do like stopwatch looks, rings, and stuff like that.
And you can even put a video.
You can put videos as well. I was going to get to that next too. Then if you check the recorder mode, it's over time period, so it's like a plot of temperature and frequency, so you can see what's been going on. Yeah. But of course, what everyone always gets this for is for the, it's mostly for the animations, the pictures, and the videos. Like you have Homer there jumping around, nice and happy. Really cool, really sharp screen resolution. Everything is great.
It's very sharp, yeah.
The pump generation on this is 4th gen with a slight optimization, so it's called 4th gen Pro. We're getting reports anywhere when, depending on your configurations, 2 to 3C better than our current 4th generation coolers. So yeah, so it's been more optimized for flow, so it runs a little cooler than the other ones. So this is the one that I was mentioning earlier that might fall into Q2. But it's targeted at the end of Q1 right now. The main difference here is that this pump might be the same as this one, or it might be upgraded to next generation depending on the decision that's going to be made about it. But as you can tell, it's a 3.4-inch screen here, and with the screws are below it, easy to remove, just so you can get to it. Nice little contact points. Easily put it right back in, and it'll take off from exactly where you left off.
Easy mounting point.
Very easy. And it's a nice
420 radiator.
This will only come at 360 and 420. This one is, remember we were talking about the flagship, it's more going towards like the 14900Ks and the 1300Ks. So, yep, you can see full-on video on there right now. So, yeah. If you want to take a look over what our SI partners we have, to see what people would go really crazy with their own mods. This one's done by Liquid House.
Matrix, yeah.
Totally, right? The whole Sentinel breaking through, you check the back, it's kind of crazy.
Even the paint job on the case
Yes.
is really, really nice.
And you know, it does look like that whole futuristic part where it's a scrapyard. Because look at, in order to get it to work, they made a custom loop here. It looks like an LT cooler, but you can see it goes from sleeve to chrome to the rubber tubing here to the actual hard tubing as well. So it seems like whatever it takes to get it works, right? Like, remember the whole disaster in the Matrix thing?
Like a Matrix.
Yeah, it's great, exactly like it. And what's even more interesting is if you check here, they have the slim fan where it looks like the eye of the sensor that scans you before they flush you when you wake up in the Matrix. So they really did a really good job. Also with this little distro plate they made, it looks like it goes with the exact shape of our old CF120 Plus fans that they'd used on it.
Oh, they even mounted the GPU on
Yes.
the vertical.
A lot of modifications there, but it looks great, right? It's like
So who made it?
Liquid House. Their logo's in the rear right here, but yeah. This batch, since built, it's really clean, easy, but this is what most people would probably do with this system, because not everyone's a pro modder that's going to come up with that.
Who built this one?
This one's done by Stinch Builds. It's really clean, really nice. It's happened before. It's
So this is an SI from the United
yes,
States.
all my SI from the USA. Right. So it's really clean, but it's something that most people can accomplish. Here is another SI Meta PCs. I actually like this one a lot because of the whole color combination, dual separate loops for the GPU and the CPU. Plus, that soft tubing, it had such a bright gloss on it that it almost looks like hard tubing. But the
Color of the liquid is not transparent. It's like
it's colored. They did a really good mix with I believe it's the EK fluid, and they got a really nice way to actually get the colors to match our color combination. But yeah, but they did a really good job spread loops with the reservoirs at the angles and everything.
yeah, crazy.
420 meters on the bottom right there, and they've also made this custom front plate in the front right here with the DeepCool logo and everything on it.
Those are PCs that you can show off all around.
We're just showing it here at CES. It's all their own builds. Yeah. So if you heard of the SI Starforge, this is one of the ones that they provided on it. They put their prints onto the CH780.
They already released this one?
They are not with
There
our
are some of
cases.
them.
They have a lot of prints, but this one they've done mostly on their own built ones. The CH780 they haven't picked up yet.
Direct print on the.
Yes, right onto the case. UV printed with it. They work in conjunction with Gallery Panda, and Gallery Panda's really he's very meticulous about his UV printing, so you can see the quality is like another level. And they've really created that light box. So
Does that so the guy design or as well?
he print
The one printing.
he prints it with them in conjunction. They work together.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's a designer and he's the one that creates a lot of the stuff with them. So they work together on all these cases. They have a lot of designs coming out.
What is his name?
The company that does the printing is Gallery Panda.
Gal.
Gallery Panda.
Gallery Panda.
Yes. His name is Adrian, but yes, they work together almost exclusively.
It looks really amazing.
Yep.
I saw it only on pictures online on videos. But
Yep. Yep.
also
The light box.
the library of the box.
You see how they do it, right? Where it just flips off and you can change the panel to change the design from them. It's great designs that they've done. But yeah, we work with them a lot.
The light box is exclusive to Starfish, right?
Yes, they created it with the Gallery Panda, so it's their thing.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. They work together in conjunction to create all these great products. And this is one of the things that we're also showing the custom case that we made for them. This is one of their pre-builts that they sell, which you can see with their hammer logo. And then the LT is also customized for them. It has the nice stars and the logos on it as well. That I actually like the way that one came out for them.
So this is your IO. This is most of your products actually
Yes.
in the case.
Well, the AIO, the fans, and the case. It was made for them.
And you customize their logo in the front.
Yes. That's why it also says their name on the top. It was made for them.
And this is something that you're going to do more with other
We-
SIs?
Yeah, we open the door for that for SIs. It's if they want to go that direction, it is open to them as options.
From Europe quarters that they wanted to do like even if it would be smaller additions and everything, but DeepCool was very interesting.
Yes. Since we are our own manufacturers of almost everything we make, we have that door open to our SIs if they want to take that avenue. It's definitely available to them. And this is another USSI Zydax. So they used a lot of our stuff as well. They did laser printing on this one for this
You okay?
CH780. So yeah, they did laser printing on it. It looks really clean. A lot of white tubing, nice big fitting. So yeah, it's a nice, cool case. They usually do really good jobs on their things.
Yeah, with laser printing. Not laser. Laser engraved.
And then that brings us to Alpha